If I may say so, I cannot approve of this reckless behavior. You may be the late Caesar's nephew, but you are still a boy.
There is like an action roll in this game, Dark Souls style, and I can't figure out how to do it consistently.
I must do something.
Let me check.
So that might be a good way to avoid most damage.
Look him in the eye until this terrible injustice
Yeah,
has
it's
been
kind of hit or miss, if I remember.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I'm not sure if it's Devil May Cry rules where you need to lock on first.
Yeah. And like I was saying, a lot of our animations are uninterruptible, so once you start one, you are committed. And an enemy can attack you faster than your animation ends.
But
I am an old man and have little to offer. Still, I am happy to put my experience to good use.
Still talking about that action gameplay, even as the stealth plot unravels.
Many years ago.
Yeah, see, the problem is that Octavianus's chapters are where the story happens. But the story is the bit that you don't actually care.
Truly.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to say if there's any kind of roll maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it. It exists.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm
yeah.
just... Character movement, camera, attacking, lock on, crouching, throwing weapons, picking up weapons, dropping weapons, first person view, and there's a bunch of Octavianus. Fighting without weapons, taking weapons, getting attention, charge attack, attack from ground, attack enemies on the ground, block, suplex, jab, pull up down deployment, kick. And then there's a bunch of Octavianus stuff again.
Yeah. So it's definitely like a combination of buttons, probably like a directional input and one of the face buttons. I tried direction plus X, which seemed to work the first time I tried it and definitely didn't work the second time I tried it.
Let me check game facts.
I've also like hit circle in the middle of combat and it seemed to give me a quick dodge. But again, it's all very weird. It's a like ridiculously deep combat system, more so than any PS2 game was ready for. Regular shopkeepers looking for a sense of normalcy in the declining empire of Rome. Wonder what that's like.
Oh yes, I forgot also as well, when an enemy is on the ground, if you keep hammering the X button, you just stomp on them repeatedly.
Ah, nice. Okay. It's timing based, whether or not you can roll.
Right.
And also luck based.
That makes sense.
Yep. But only in specific circumstances can you roll. And also when the game feels like detecting that those circumstances actually occurred.
Yeah, a lot of games in the PS2 era were really bad for that.
Yeah. So they don't want you rolling, and we probably won't be rolling very often. Expect us to do a lot more tanking of attacks, which is why our guy can take 1,000 hits.
There's a few weapons that you can get where you can basically jump back from an attack and charge forward, which is probably what you're more intended to do.
Yeah.
So like an offensive defense.
Yep. It is pretty difficult to tell where you are in 3D space, just because the camera's always directly behind you. So you can't quite get a sense of the depth between you and your enemies.
Yeah, the field of view is pretty bad as well.
Yeah. And it's a bit of an actual concrete flaw in this game.
So the fortune coins are needed to unlock items for Octavian, but also for the secrets menu.
I was going to say, it seems like an optional bonus item.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about them. There are some fun things you can get, like cheats, but the majority of them are you unlock stuff by completing challenges and that.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah. In order to get stuff with the coins, you need to buy stuff from the vendors.
Of course. I guess we could go back and do that. See what's at the Senate.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a finite number of coins or what. Again, I was just trying to speed through these sections because they're boring as hell.
Yeah, totally. I have no interest in the coins unless they are for some reason required for game completion.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. They're a fun bonus.
Yep.
But I would get enough to get 5 items because it's a good unlockable there.
Interesting. Hopefully that just means 5 coins, but we'll see.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
Still haven't made it actually into the Senate, but maybe we're about to.
I believe this is our first sneaking section. Yep, called it.
Here we go. There's a save point. It's more adventure game segment. I don't think we want to leave the area.
If I remember right, at the time they said that the Hitman games, both of them at this point, were an influence on this to a degree.
Yeah. It did say in the tutorial that we would be playing some dress up.
Yep. There's a scary German under my bed.
Pissed them off. The army has gone on strike. What do you know?
Yeah, and
Trying to clean up the environment. Never mind, I guess it's just a rehearsal.
now's your chance, dude.
Yeah. Just about to hit the climax.
Let's go, man. I'll cover for you.
I've been guarding my whole life.
No one will notice if you're replaced by a guy literally 1/3 your size.
Yeah, or let me wear your armor and take your shield and sword.
It'll be hilarious.
Hey, we got a coin out of it. Surely we were guaranteed to get that coin or something.
Yeah. So I would say, because we do not want to go through that shit again.
True. Honestly, I do kind of want to see what the other conversation branches would have brought us.
Yeah, I think most of it is just, no, seriously, kid, get the fuck out of here before I split you from Gizzard to Gullet.
Yeah. He had a bit of a sense of humor. There's some hair in the writing.
Yeah.
It's not all utilitarian.
Yeah. It's just the writing seems a little archaic. No, not archaic. Is it? Well, just with them saying stuff like, get over there, man.
Yeah. Anachronistic might be what you're going for.
That's the word, yes.
Yeah.
I know words.
Yep. I know exactly what you meant.
Yeah. Archaic's the exact opposite. Derp.
Sort of, yeah. Okay, actual sneaking. Pretty easy so far.
Oh no, I feel asleep.
There's the crouch thing. I've been looking for crouch.
How nice of all these Roman soldiers to be staring at the walls just as we walk through.
Yep. They're the best at guarding. I mean, they're on strike, so
Yeah.
what do we expect?
Plus, there is a ton of graffiti that's been found over the years on the ancient Roman wall, so he's probably just catching up on the latest gossip.
So there's definitely a silver coin right over there. Must be a way to, like, distract the guards or something, or execute them. Walk up behind them and snap their necks.
Not quite, but there are pots that you can use to break over people's heads. That's your primary offensive tactic, if I remember.
Yeah. Non-lethal. Technically, it would be treacherous to Rome if we killed their soldiers.
Yeah, no, he's not Caesar's son, he's his nephew.
Yeah, that's right. But still,
So,
like,
literally-
royalty.
True, but in the grand scheme of things, he's literally no. I think he's meant to be like 18 or something.
I feel like nepotism was so strong in that day that, like, having actual blood in common with Caesar, the god of the world,
Well, that's a fair point.
went a long way.
Oh, wow, according to the manual, he was actually raised by Caesar, so he would be as good as his son.
Yeah, there we go. Only I could borrow his clothes, just for a while. Tap his neck, come on.
Just all of a sudden, he starts busting out Krav Maga.
Yep. Unfortunately not influenced by Hitman well enough.
Yeah, when they said they were influenced by Hitman, it was literally knock people out and steal their clothes.
Yep. Avoid running. It's...
Speed and ferocity of Jupiter's thunder.
Why does every stealth game have to make you avoid running? Make him up probably seems like a bad idea. Okay. To know for later.
Yep, soldiers do not look up in this game. Actually, they didn't in any PS2 era game.
Excuse me, my good man. I'm definitely not the adopted son of Caesar, who is incredibly well known.
Must have imagined it.
Yeah, I didn't see some kid walk past me.
I'm just here to collect pennies off the ground.
See, what they should have done is they should have had this like the bits in Metal Gear Solid 3 where you dress up as Radanovich, where you could just mercilessly beat up scientists and soldiers. Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah. Speaking of,
They can't complain to anyone.
steal one of these jugs.
What is that?
Nothing.
Hey!
Nothing.
Who are you?
Bet you better not be trying to take my wine.
Instant death.
Yep. Although he doesn't die, he fails because he is a failed son.
I think he died. Get our murder. Go on our way.
Didn't actually hit him particularly hard, but everyone knows he's doing his best, so they just play along.
Yep. Oh, it's Caesar's kid.
Excuse me, sir.
Always been told.
Oh, oh, you picked up a jug by yourself, Octavianus. Very clever. Well done. We're very proud of you. Oh, down I go.
Yep. Oh, you got me good.
Oh, you little rascal. This is all just Julius Caesar planning a big soiree for him. Dancing Yetta or something.
Yep. He faked his death.
He jumps out of a cake at the end. It's like, I have no goddamn idea what's going on anymore.
It's all a Truman Show.
Because I never finished this game, that might very well happen.
Yeah, it's true. This whole game might be a Truman Show. Hey, we're a senator
I'm a
now.
senator. I'm a senator, even though I am not yet old enough to grow a beard.
Yep. It's just that easy to get elected
What are you doing?
into a Senate position. Oh, no way. Just to be safe. Okay.
Who are you?
Not allowed to be safe.
Let him like a melon.
Yep. At least failures are funny. Okay. We'll walk this time.
Yeah, it's not fair them placing guards in the first room right in front of you.
Yep. And like, look at this map screen. Walk directly forward. Never would have figured that out.
Could have just skipped this bit and gone straight to the next cutscene, but no.
Yeah, seriously. I'm maybe like the only person who's ever failed that stealth section right there.
And we're very proud of you for it.
Yep. They're gonna put tutorials in the game just for me. Updated re-release of Shadow of Rome. Something I would unironically go for.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Especially if there was a mode just to cut out all the stealth sections.
Yeah.
Just autoplay them. Like compared to other games of the PS2 era, we are exaggerating a little bit. This isn't that bad. But it's just because the rest of the game is that much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like the combat is fantastic. Top tier, one of the best in the entire PS2 generation. The stealth is mediocre at best. Said I need a key to pass? Okay, there's a little tiny dot down here.
I think that's a coin.
Yeah, it looks like a coin.
So if they're marked on the map, then cool.
Yeah. Whistling. Okay.
What are you
Okay,
doing?
heard it that time.
Thing.
Check the map.
Yeah, let's see. He has not moved.
Yeah. Maybe do it just from the other side of the statue.
Shot. Ring around the rosy with him.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
Or maybe you need, yeah, do it multiple times so that he actually... There we go.
Yeah, you see that in stealth games sometimes.
Yeah,
You
once
detect
to
the sound, but
get their
don't care about
attention, twice to make them move.
Yeah.
Never sure if I like that or not, because it's realistic, but it's also annoying as tits.
That was a bit rude.
Especially considering it takes him about 3 hours to wind up his throat.
Yep. Like, spun around in an instant.
His tiny little noodle arms aren't used to this much movement in one go.
Yep. Fortunately, you forgot about me.
You look like this little miscreant that I chased out the building not 3 seconds ago. I guess it's nothing.
Like, stealth games were so ubiquitous in the PS2 era. Had to put stealth segments into every game.
Yep, all over the place, and so few of them did it halfway decently.
Yeah. Like, going back to the Mark of Kree comparison,
Mm.
that game had pretty good stealth.
Take a while to get used to, though, if I remember.
Do you even know what you just did?
There, I bonked you. So he, for some reason, detects me as soon as I go around him. Maybe I shouldn't try to kill him.
Maybe try. You can hide the jug behind your back. Maybe wait. Maybe do that until he starts walking towards the door, until he loses interest.
Yeah, that might work.
Because I think he's reacting to the fact he can actually see the jug in your hands.
Yeah, and that's not suspicious at all.
So every time he does that, I just keep expecting him to act like a 4-year-old caught with his hand in the cookie jar. What have you got behind your back, Rothburn? Is it a jug of wine? A jug of wine. What are you doing with it? Gonna hit someone in the head with it.
Cool. Alright, buddy.
Oh
Get
god,
back
this
to
is
your
one of those
post.
games. This is one of those games where you need to do it at like just the right angle in order to knock him out, isn't it?
Something like that.
Like if you're more than 2.5 degrees off, then you just whiff.
This is my chance. There we go. Close one.
Just hit the side where that's completely unprotected.
Also, gold fortune coin.
Oh damn!
I kind of want to take the armor, but
that makes him look absolutely ludicrous if I remember.
I think we're supposed to be a senator. Yeah, Mark of Kree is mostly a stealth game now that get right down to it. Because stealth takes so much longer, and like games had to be long back in this day and age. So like, if you needed your game to be worthy of store shelves, put 10 hours of stealth in it.
Yeah, that was still the point where they were artificially padding games so that people wouldn't just rent them and beat them in a weekend.
Yeah.
Must have imagined it.
Must have imagined it. No senator here.
Well, I'm not 12. You saw nothing.
I would check the map.
So much ancient Roman cocaine in there and firearms. As is my understanding of all evidence lockups, of course. As you've seen one, you've seen them all.
It's weird that there's pots that you can hide in here. It almost suggests that you could get here without the senator costume.
Must have imagined it.
Oh yes, you could strangle dudes as well.
Oh, nice.
Hey!
Uh-oh. They don't like when I have the means to strangle people. Excuse me. I'm not a strangler. I guess we won't be strangling. That's fine.
Strangling yet.
True. Someday we'll get to strangle.
Very square keyhole.
Yeah, it really is.
What did they use in ancient Rome? Bricks?
This guy's staring right at us for making eye contact.
At least you're not
polite.
peeping in the urinals, or this would be really awkward.
True. Does give us 2 ropes, so here's our practice rope. Yeah, for some reason he's facing towards the wall. Excellent guarding. Legendary. Hello. Thought he was safe. But it was being guarded by that guard.
Now drop attack.
I wish. What I would give.
Imagine if he tried assaulting you from above, it would be like getting jumped on by a kitten. Very pointy, but just so adorable.
Yep. Feel better. It'll be like a relaxing massage as he was kicking your ass.
Such tiny pointy paws. How adorable.
Yep. What the?
I think you hit wake by mistake.
Apparently. That sucks. Circle button is confirm in this game. Good to know.
Yep, that's how you can tell it's a Japanese game.
Yeah.
A Japanese game that wasn't properly localized for the Western audiences.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Awkwardly enough, this was designed for Western audiences.
Yeah.
Yet. It actually came out in both America and Europe, well before it came out in Japan.
Mm.
You see that sometimes with intensely Western games.
Yeah, I feel that was more common in the PS3 and 4 era. These days it tends to be either worldwide releases or Japan only.
Hmm.
Must have imagined it.
Okay, yeah, we were pretty close.
Yeah.
Sneaking through that door. One step away.
I'm not sure if it said the door was locked or if it was just because the guard was there.
It says there's a meeting taking place inside, and for some reason that means we're not going to go in.
I mean, the one that went before you woke up the guard in the evidence room.
Oh, right. Let's find out. Excellent animation on the choking. The rope stays coiled in your hand the entire time.
Don't forget the jerking is as you're hammering the button.
Yep.
That's
Very
the
important.
best part.
That's how you know it's working. Can't just have a canned animation.
No, gotta make sure we see every single last frame.
Yep. It's technically a QTE, so we have to watch every button press do something on screen.
Feel those polygons.
Hell yeah. Could just sneak around him. Surely. Prizes. I think I see something glinting over there.
Another coin. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a ton of them now.
I think the stuff that you buy is just stuff for your apartment.
Yeah. Random garbage.
Yeah, I remember a lot of it being purely decorative.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I changed back into my civilian clothes. I think I brought them with me. I probably just threw the toga on over my famous blue shirt.
And
Yeah.
lastly, the murderer Vipsanius has been sent to the prison in Syracuse. As for
That's
his
very
sentence,
nice. Nice weather there.
Must be executed immediately. The people of Rome shall settle for nothing less.
Is that Simon Templeman?
I have a
Can't rule it out.
Macanus, secretary to Antonius. And what is this proposal?
This game clearly has a very high budget.
Oh yeah, the voice cast,
The death of
if
Caesar, and to
it's who I
celebrate his life,
think it is
may I
like
propose
top notch.
holding
Yeah.
gladiatorial
I'd say all the production values so far have been fantastic. This game
Yeah.
looks great, plays great, is a stealth game, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
Yes.
everything else
Fine
very
members
strong.
held throughout the provinces. And the best
Just
soldiers
like
of Rome
going
shall
through
be
multiple
chosen
environments.
right
We've
here.
been through so many different environments so far, and those all require
I see.
very minute details to be designed. Normally a game would stick you in the same room for about an hour and a half, reuse as many assets as possible, but no, they're throwing us in as many different places as they can.
Yeah. The
You propose
arenas
to
are
strap to
mostly the
bronze
same
with
because
the
there's not too much you can do with an arena.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
They do mix things up.
Yeah,
I like it.
there are a lot of assets within the arena, but the arenas themselves are just big old
Yeah.
circles every time.
Thank you, sir.
Also, it's not Simon Templeman, it's Michael Bell. Simon Templeman played Kane from The Legacy of Kane. Michael Bell played Raziel from the Soul Reaver games.
Ah.
That's where the confusion was.
There you go.
Recognize his voice anywhere.
Yep.
But the voice cast is actually really impressive. They've got Cam Clark, obviously, because he was in
Naturally.
everything at the time.
Yep.
Jennifer
No
Hale.
objection.
Also in everything at the time.
Yep, Scott Menville, Michael Goff, and a couple of other lower tier voice actors, but there's a lot of like
To be killed.
genuinely really well known voice actors.
Yeah.
Ones that are even still working today,
Pretty much the entire voice acting mafia.
pretty much. All that's
seem to be any-
missing is
Steve Bloom.
Steve Bloom. Yep, you knew exactly who I meant.
Yep, that's
Steve-
the guy.
Steve Bloom and Grey Delisle, and we would have a full set.
Yep. Now, if we have a Coliseum coming up, which we very well should, we'll close on that.
Yeah, go out on a high note.
Exactly. We don't want to, close on our Brussels sprouts. Rather open on them next time.
We gotta give the people what they want, and what they want is tomatoes.
I hate that comparison. I fucking love Brussels sprouts. But I gotta put it in terms that humans understand.
Yeah. See, I don't like them, but that's only because when it comes to vegetables, I prefer the crunchy ones.
True.
And Brussels sprouts are just a bit squidgy.
They can be prepared in a crunchy way. In fact, most Brussels sprouts have been, made to people's not preference because they've been overcooked.
been assassinated.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when I was a kid, I absolutely hated vegetables because everything was boiled to within an inch of its life.
Oh, yeah.
So as far as I was aware, other than maybe potatoes, everything was just flavorless mush.
You must
Yep.
save your mother first.
Just eating water with some gross dirt-like paste in it.
happened to her?
Yeah, you would be better served eating wallpaper paste.
Indeed. So right now, Agrippa is not a gladiator. What we saw in the beginning was, I guess, a flash forward.
Yeah.
He's still a soldier, but I guess he's about to be condemned because his father murdered Julius Caesar.
Yeah. No idea why Casca from Berserk is in there.
Truly.
Just randomly showing up wearing maybe half a bra.
Character design is typical over-the-top Capcom stuff.
Oh, yeah.
it's as down to earth as they can possibly do, but it's still not
If I
down to
remember
earth.
right, that's Brutus,
What?
who, as we remember, was the size of a skyscraper.
Fair enough, but it's like...
And he's being voiced by Cam Clark as well for extra.
There we go. Brutus is known for his political influence, not so much his being a Hulk of a man.
Also took great influence from Elvis Presley.
Yeah, that hairstyle.
The hairstyle, the eyebrow, the smirk, it's Elvis.
I think Japan just heard the name and were like, oh, this is where the word brute comes from. Let's make him
Brutus,
gigantic.
Brutal. I mean, come on. A follows B.
Yep.
Yeah, Brutus is one of the primary antagonists in the game. If I remember, you have a couple of boss fights against him for extra measure. Like this is the Hollywood version of the change of power after Caesar, but as done by Japan, so it's extra batshit.
Okay, with Square, we do like a spinning attack with the spear.
Yeah, not particularly great unless you're wielding a halberd or a polearm.
Yeah. I guess if we were like surrounded by enemies, that would be fine, but...
Yeah. Brutus died very shortly after Caesar. Yeah, you're about to see why.
Yep, this is a historical record.
We fucked him up. Historically accurate video games, everyone.
If you recall, Brutus, shortly after murdering Caesar, got into gladiatorial combat and had his head crushed with a hammer.
And was beaten so hard he pissed himself.
Yep.
You cannot stop this.
Mother, your vestigial sword!
Guess evil laughter.
Seriously, he is like evil bodybuilding Elvis.
Yeah. Like, the Shakespeare play portrays Brutus, like, sympathetically.
Yeah.
Like the last guy who ever wanted to execute Caesar. Now he's just a bad man with murder gloves?
Yeah, those are genuinely weapons from God of War 3.
They really are.
You fight Hercules and he has a pair of cestus that are just basically gigantic, ornate chunks of metal.
Yeah. These are they.
Yep. The Nemean cestus, yep.
Mini one.
I don't know if this is a fight you're supposed to lose or not.
It seems like I was just supposed to survive for like a minute. Then the cutscene starts. I wonder if it's possible if you're like ridiculously good at the game to kill him in that time period.
I don't know, it looked like he was blocking everything. And then he just gives him a couple of pimp slaps and sends him on his way.
Yep.
Mother.
Yeah, it seems like every action game and every RPG in the PS2 era had at least one fight you were supposed to lose.
Yeah. Humiliate your main character by getting them stomped by the final boss right off the bat.
You're a third of the way into the game. Time to get your shit rocked by the main antagonist's bodyguard.
Yep. I mean, it was a clever thing back when, like, Mega Man did it. And then they keep doing it deep into the end of the PS2 era. It's just a cliche.
See, there's a couple of games I can't think of any now that I mentioned. But there's a couple of games where, like, every time you fight the recurring antagonist, Like, obviously, first time you get wrecked, but you keep doing significantly better against them each time. That's great, because you
that
actually
actually
feel
sounds
like
cool.
you're making progress.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're actually on equal footing with them, it feels like it's been earned.
Yeah. Way too often
so
it's just
many games.
Yeah. Get stomped to a
So
pace the first time you see them and then kill them the second time.
Yeah, they just skip all the training arc.
Yep. Okay, so now we've escaped Rome. The rising action continues.
See, if this was a Yoko Taro game, it would offer you the choice of like heading back or just like, do you want to be a farmer? Okay. And he was a farmer for the end of his days. He always felt unfulfilled, but at least he got to live. The end.
The good ending.
That's a good way to fuck up your hands, mate.
Yeah, that's not going to help you in your quest to take down Rome.
Damn them! Damn me!
Who do you think you are, Chris Redfield? Best bit of Resident Evil 8 is where someone refers to him as a boulder-punching asshole. Oh, okay, that wasn't Brutus, that was Decius. My mistake.
Okay.
Silence.
Even still.
No.
Ridiculous
He
character.
sounded like, in my defense, he did sound like he was voiced by Cam Clark doing an epic evil voice.
Yeah. And when we see Brutus, he's gonna be even bigger.
Brutus is just going to come in, and he is a mecha.
Yep. A
Thank you
meat
for helping
mecha.
us. I am Octavianus. This is Agrippa.
Agrippa money, hey!
Agrippa D's nuts.
That's that. We should have gone for that. God damn it.
I forgot his name was Agrippa, so
I must know.
next stream will be titled.
Did you save us?
Seriously, we spent like 10 minutes trying to come up with a good pun for the stream title and got nowhere.
Yep.
We will be there soon. I must say that the security is very tight. Will you be able to come home safely?
I do not care.
Wouldn't be a Capcom game without a woman in a loincloth for some reason.
Listen, I have heard about the guards at that prison as well. She's right. It is too risky for both of us to enter together. I will go in first.
He's done that move twice now.
I shall
Come on.
when the time is right.
Rule of threes, big guy.
For my signature.
There it is!
I will go.
The crowd goes
Next
wild.
If he does it one more time, Octavianus has to go into orbit. He just does it so hard he flies through several mountain ranges like something from Dragon Ball Z.
Not
Yep.
do anything foolish.
Of course not.
You don't do anything foolish. I'm going to be a gladiator and possibly die.
She smuggled us out of Rome so that we could run back in.
Return safely.
I just like the thought of her standing there being like, got a horse and car. just ride it. You know,
Yep.
that's
Gotta go find where Agrippa's father is being held captive. Still got a map, I imagine? Yeah.
we're gonna find out it's a stunning plot twist. He's not in Syracuse, he's in Mamacuse.
This is one way to get a lay of the land. Not the ideal way. Wow.
Oh Jesus!
Broke the door to their barracks down.
Friggin' Kool-Aid Centurion there.
Yeah. So... that is actually a really short path to the exit, though. If we could get through there.
Yeah. Alternatively, you know, trying to get through the door just behind him. But again, if you time it wrong, then
Yeah, the door he's patrolling directly in front of. I got through there undetected one time. But there's so many guards on the other side.
yeah. Well, the thing is that there's the room with all the guards has a very clear view of pretty much everything between them and the door.
Yeah. It is a good spot for them to be in. Excuse me, good sir. Have a fine day. Aha!
Uh-huh.
Here's something.
There we go.
Okay, no movement in there yet.
You check the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, looks like you've got a clear shot, but just be careful with the door on the left.
Guard's facing away from it, but he could whip around at any moment.
Yeah. Possibly try jumping over the crates just beside you there. Or hiding
These
behind
crates are coated, they're like destructible crates. So the guards can break these, but we can't interact with them.
I know, I meant just like hiding behind them so that. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, of course. Now we need to knock out some guards.
So there's items there that we should be able to get to. Like in this room right in front of me, but we gotta go all the way around to get into that room. Naturally. Alright, just around here. And into this room. I don't think there's any guards in here, according to the map. Lots of urns. And a rope. We have one of each?
Yep, should be able
Hell
to.
yeah. Dual wielding. Taviness style.
Now what you do is you tie the rope to the urn and then you swing it around your head.
I like that idea.
Jug flail.
Coin seems like a trap. Okay, it's not.
I don't think the game really starts doing anything that devious for a while.
You say that, but there's a coin indicator right above
right above
Octavianus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow it's up there.
I don't know, I was talking about setting up traps and things.
Yeah.
Like the game has a few coins early on. They're just like, I have no idea how to get.
Yep. 100% run of this game has to be rather ridiculous. That said, out of curiosity, I looked up the speedrun.com page for this game. And it's not necessarily definitive, but currently the world record for any percent New Game Plus is under 4 hours, just barely.
Wow.
Yeah. 3:53, I think. And there are no entries for regular any percent.
Yeah. Like, once you finish the game, you unlock some really good weaponry, which gets you through the combat sections.
Yep.
Because I imagine most of the stealth sections you can get down to fine art, but the combat's just chaotic as hell.
Yeah. I was hoping there would be, like, skips through the stealth sections.
No such luck.
Yeah. Doesn't seem that way. A lot of stealth games do have, like, surprisingly clever methods for getting around all the guards without ever interacting with them the way that you were intended to do so.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff like Hitman and Metal Gear Solid are infamous for some of the skips you can pull off.
Yep. A lot of Metal Gear Solid speedruns are under an hour.
And again, a lot of the... like, I remember ages ago watching some... I think it was Blood Money. Some of the speedruns for that, and it's literally just... Start off with a rifle, walk forward 5 paces, pull out rifle, shoot, walk backwards into the exit. I think it's the vineyard level in Blood Money that lets you do that, which is like one of the first... I think it might actually be the very first mission. And you can complete it in less than a minute.
Yeah. That is sort of the like gameplay loop of Hitman. It's designed in such a way that you can skip the stealth on a lot of levels. Yeah.
See, I made the unfortunate mistake of starting with Hitman and Hitman 2 back in the day.
Yeah.
Which are generally considered not to be... Well, the first one is considered to be kind of a bad game because it's just so poorly optimized.
Yeah.
The second one, not considered a bad game, just a very inelegant one, I suppose would be the best way of putting it. And for a long time, it put me off playing any of the Hitman games again because it's like, this isn't fun. This is just learning a robotic way of doing things and then hoping it doesn't all go tits up before the end.
Oh, yeah.
Like, on Zero Punctuation, Yasu refers to it as the cock-up cascade. You make one mistake, and then in your attempts to try and undo it, everything just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I'll be damned if he's not right when it comes to games like Hitman and Assassin's Creed.
True, yeah. I've had some hilarious comedies of errors.
Yeah. Where you just wind up going, well, technically it's a stealth mission if there's no survivors.
Indeed.
Well, that section wasn't too bad.
Yep. And we have armor now, so we can probably pass as one of the soldiers, hilariously enough. This is a Roman soldier. Why not?
If I remember correctly, the armor means that they're less likely to investigate you from distance. If you get too close, then like, what the fuck are you doing? You
Someone's
are literally
kid
a child.
Yep. Is it Halloween? I didn't have any candy on me.
You are a mop in armor. Go back.
Roman break room we're trying to get into. Do that. I guess we'll need a key. That's not going to help me.
Bit of a shimmy.
Fortunately, I don't have to. I can just walk around.
Ah, okay.
Shut up, you're going to blow my cover.
Sudden flashbacks to Hitman 2.
Yep.
Sorry, not Hitman 2. Manhunt 2. Yeah, I'm going to say if you're looking for historical accuracy in this game, you're going to be left wanting.
Yep. Also, like, what is this place? It's a reverse panopticon.
Yeah.
All the cells are arranged in such a way that no one can guard any of the people.
Genuinely, this looks like something out of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Or Demon Souls even, because there's the prison that you go into, where a big chunk of it is all the cells are arranged on the outside with a big pit in the middle.
Yeah. That'll look familiar. Roman soldiers being compared to illithids. Probably not the first time.
It's a bandit! Stop right there!
Pretty piss poor bandit, if you ask me.
Yep.
It's a bandit.
He can't see over his shoulders. Just so adorable.
Okay, I guess I got
Tower of Latria, that's the one. Yeah. And now we're fighting the dragon god.
Yep. Immediately shot at the gut.
Wouldn't it be the weirdest thing if this wound up actually being a genuine influence on Demon Souls?
Yeah, Capcom game. Never rule it out.
Very true, very true.
Gonna trial and error this one.
Yeah. It's just genuinely funny how he takes one arrow through the armor and flies back like 30 feet.
Yep. We get this coin.
Serpentine! Okay, I have no idea what he's expecting to do once he actually drops the bridge.
Yeah, that's true. Like, we're kind of screwed.
Just like, congratulations, you've dropped your cover. Now what are you going to do, smart ass?
Yep. I guess we're hoping that the bridge kills the soldiers.
Possibly collapses the platform, but I'm not sure how.
Yeah, based on, like, Capcom cutscene logic, that's probably what's going to happen, but shouldn't.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we're working under Devil May Cry rules here. Oh, okay, you can get them to hit the ropes as well. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I noticed that the ropes were absorbing their shots occasionally.
Yeah, that's for a
there.
PS2 era game. That's surprising.
Capcom games did tend to have greater levels of detail than most of the others.
Yeah, very true. Capcom and Konami, as we've said in the past.
Yep. Metal Gear Solids and Resident Evil 4, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real pain to land a actual registering hit. These ropes.
Yeah, it looked like you were able to hit both at once somehow there.
What do you know?
Okay, that was exactly what we were planning on doing then. Great. Oh, coin over there.
There's a few. Let's see. There's the one. There's one behind this rock, too. Let's see if I can find it again. There we go.
Yeah, Roman engineering at its finest.
And a free coin. I guess we made it to the top floor. There we go. Just toss a rope down.
Okay. I was going to say, yeah, how is he able to help him over that? Like, his armor weighs 3 times your weight. Come on, man.
Yeah. That would have been funny. After we go through all that, Agrippa just yanks us out the window accidentally.
Or just propels himself up using only the power of his gigantic thighs.
Father!
Yep.
Agrippa? Son, is that you? And noble Octavianus?
This is the worst trick-or-treat ever.
Vipsania.
Please tell me the truth, Vipsanius. What really happened?
Well...
First I killed Caesar.
Oh, must be at the orgies again. Symbolism.
Caesar!
Vipsanius!
Never discover a body before forensics.
Always be like the 5th person to a corpse discovery.
Vipsanius, what have you done?
Ah, man, I wish we had a term for the way we caught him like this, but... Gonna be another 2,000 years at least.
So you are innocent, Father? Yes, of course.
Et tu, Brute?
Yes. Those were Caesar's last words.
This way!
Damn, they have noticed. Go! Both of you!
Come, Father! Please, hurry! You must come with us!
Never mind me, go! You must uncover the truth, Agrippa.
Agrippa!
If you can kill, like, the entire population of Europe while you're at it, so much the better.
He is a Roman soldier. That's what they do.
That's all they did.
Yep.
And now for a violent escort mission.
Nice. My favorite kind.